Tampa, Florida 9:03 AM.It was a routine courtroom hearing. A civil matter. Nothing dramatic. But no one expected that a nurse in blue scrubs would become the center of attention, or that the entire courtroom would be on their feet minutes later. Nurse Jenna Morales, 32, had rushed to the courthouse directly after a 12-hour night shift at Tampa General. No time to change, barely enough to grab a coffee. She was there as a witness in a minor property dispute doing a favor for a neighbor. But as she stepped up to the podium, the judge narrowed his eyes. "Miss Morales," he said sharply, "this is a courtroom, not a hospital. Show some respect." The room went quiet. A few chuckles. Some whispers. Jenna froze. Exhausted, still running on adrenaline, she stared back, stunned and embarrassed. But then she spoke. The response that stopped the room cold. "With all due respect, Your Honor," she said calmly, "I just finished delivering a baby in a hallway because there weren't enough beds. I held the hand of a man as he passed away from cardiac arrest with no family nearby. I cleaned wounds, performed compressions, and missed lunch again because the ER was overflowing." The courtroom fell silent. "I'm here in scrubs because I didn't have time to change. I showed up because I was asked to. And I'm still here, in spite of the fact that I haven't slept, eaten, or seen my kids since yesterday. So if my uniform offends the decorum of this court, I sincerely apologize. But I wear it with pride, because it represents every person I've fought to save." You could hear a pin drop, and then clap, clap, clap. Within seconds, the entire courtroom, even some of the attorneys, were on their feet, applauding. The judge looked stunned, then quietly nodded and said, "Thank you for your service. You may proceed." The aftermath. The video of the exchange, caught on a courtroom livestream, went viral overnight. 3 million views and 24-hour hashtags like Respect Nurses and Scrubs in Court trended. Jenna received invitations to speak at hospitals, nursing schools, and even a national healthcare summit. Even the judge, days later, issued a formal apology and praised Jenna's grace and unwavering dedication. THEGOODLASSO, and what you wear doesn't define your worth. In a world obsessed with appearances, we forget the weight of real service. Jenna reminded us all that respect isn't earned by a dress code. It's earned by showing up, doing hard things, and putting others before yourself. She didn't wear a suit that day. She wore battle armor, the kind that saves lives. And she proved that sometimes the most powerful thing in a courtroom isn't the gavel.It's the truth, spoken plainly by someone who's too tired to lie. The courtroom moment wasn't the end.It was just the beginning. By day 3, Jenna Morales was trending across platforms. Doctors, nurses, MPs, even janitorial staff began sharing photos of themselves in scrubs, posting, "If this uniform offends you, it means you've never needed us at 2 a.m. The hashtag #StandWithScrubs exploded. Jenna's inbox filled with messages. "A single dad EMT from Chicago. Thank you. I cried watching your video. We're never seen, just expected. A nurse in Oklahoma. I've been written up for appearance after a 14-hour shift. You gave us a voice. A high schooler in Texas. I was nervous to apply to nursing school. You just convinced me." Hospitals and lawmakers respond. 2 days later, Senator Lisa Chen introduced the Respect for Medical Professionals Act, a bipartisan bill proposing federal protection for on-duty medical personnel attending court or government proceedings. Courtroom dress code exceptions for emergency workers. Tax incentives for trauma care frontline workers. Jenna was invited to testify on Capitol Hill, and when she walked into that chamber, she didn't wear a suit. She wore her scrubs. And the room didn't just clap, it stood before she even spoke. Jenna returns to work humble as ever. After the noise died down, Jenna did what heroes always do. She clocked back in at Tampa General. "I didn't do anything special," she told reporters. "I just told the truth. Then I went back to work." She returned to the ER the next night. Same floor. Same chaos. Same mission. But something was different. Every nurse on her floor wore a small pin. Just one word: stand. FINALLASSO. True service doesn't seek applause, it earns respect. Jenna didn't clap back to be viral. She didn't show up to be celebrated. She spoke up because silence would have been easier but wrong. Wearing scrubs doesn't make me less. It makes me someone who shows up when no one else will. That courtroom didn't just learn a lesson in humility.It witnessed a lesson in courage. THEGOODLASSON respect isn't worn, it's earned in service. Jenna Morales never asked for applause. She didn't demand recognition. She showed up tired, unnoticed, and still willing to serve. And when the world tried to shame her for what she wore, she reminded everyone that real dignity doesn't come from fabric. It comes from sacrifice. Her moment in court wasn't about defiance.It was about dignity, grace under pressure, and the quiet power of a person who refuses to apologize for doing what's right. We must stop judging people by their clothes and start honoring them for their character. Because the truth is, the teacher in worn shoes might be shaping tomorrow's leaders. The janitor in overalls may be the reason a child doesn't get sick. The nurse in scrubs might be the last person someone sees before they die and the first to hold them with love. Jenna's story teaches us this. True respect is not demanded by title or attire. It's earned through compassion, action, and unshakable integrity. So the next time someone walks into a room in uniform, whether it's polished or worn, new or stained, formal or functional, stand. Because they probably already did for someone else.